The anode straightening machine unit designed and manufactured by our company is used in the copper electrolysis workshop. Before copper anode plates enter electrolysis, the unit completes the processes of anode plate flattening, straightening, ear bottom milling, defective plate extraction, and fixed pitch arrangement. The unit is composed of 8 main systems. They are the anode loading and alignment system, the plate separating and transfer system, the transverse plate conveying system, the plate straightening system, the clamping and ear milling system, the defective plate extraction system, the plate arranging and spacing system, and the hydraulic system and electrical system. First is the anode loading and alignment system. First, the mechanisms of this system are introduced. A lifting loading platform. There are 4 positioning stop cylinders for plate alignment, and a transverse chain conveyor. Now the operating process of this system is introduced. Before loading, the loading platform is raised. An anode plate group of 8 to 10 anode plates is placed between the 4 positioning cylinders by forklift or crane. After placement, the 4 positioning cylinders extend, and at this time the forklift or crane can leave. Then, 2 alignment cylinders operate to align the whole anode plate group. After alignment, the loading platform lowers, allowing the anode plates to fall onto the transverse chain conveyor. Through the operation of the transverse chain conveyor, the anode plates are transferred to the plate separating and transfer system. Next is the plate separating and transfer system. It mainly consists of 2 parts, one is the plate separating cylinders, and the other is the transverse transfer mechanism. The anode plates transferred by the transverse chain conveyor are in a compact state. The plate separating cylinders separate the compact anode plates, and the transverse transfer mechanism moves them to the transverse plate conveying system. An optional weighing mechanism can be installed here. During plate transfer, the weight of each anode plate is measured, and it is judged whether the weight meets the requirement. Unqualified anode plates are directly transferred to the defective plate extraction system, which will be explained later. The transverse plate conveying system mainly functions to lift and transfer the anode plate sequentially into the plate straightening machine and the ear milling machine. The plate straightening system includes a lifting mechanism, plate pressing cylinders, 2 pin closing cylinders, 2 ear pressing cylinders, and rebound, cylinders. When the anode plate is transferred into the straightening machine by the transverse chain conveyor, the lifting mechanism first lifts the anode plate. Then a total of 9 plate pressing cylinders operate simultaneously to flatten the plate body. At the same time, the 2 pin closing cylinders operate, followed by the operation of the 2 ear pressing cylinders. The anode ears are straightened to ensure the verticality of the anode plate in the electrolytic cell. After the above actions are completed, the return cylinders push the anode plate back onto the transverse chain conveyor. The plate pressing cylinders can be optionally equipped with displacement sensors. Through the displacement sensors, the thickness of the plate body can be measured. Anode plates with unqualified thickness are directly transferred to the defective plate extraction system. The anode plates after straightening enter the clamping and ear milling system through the chain conveyor. The clamping and ear milling system includes a lifting mechanism, left and right plate alignment mechanism, top clamping cylinders, ear clamping cylinders, a milling mechanism, milling feed cylinders, and return cylinders. When the anode plate is transferred into the ear milling machine by the transverse plate conveying system, the lifting mechanism first lifts the plate body. Then the left and right plate alignment cylinders operate to align the plate body. The clamping cylinders operate to press the plate body, and at the same time the 2 ear clamping cylinders operate to firmly clamp the 2 ears. After that, the milling feed cylinders operate to push the milling mechanism to mill the anode ears flat. After completion, the return cylinders operate to push the anode plate back onto the transverse chain conveyor. At both sides of the end of the transverse chain conveyor, plate separating and transfer systems are installed. One system transfers anode plates with qualified weight and qualified plate thickness after straightening and ear milling to the plate arranging and spacing system. The other system transfers anode plates with unqualified weight or unqualified thickness to the defective plate extraction system. The defective plate extraction system is an optional system. It mainly stores the previously identified unqualified anode plates on the defective plate chain conveyor. When a certain quantity is reached, they are removed by forklift or crane. In the plate arranging and spacing system, qualified anode plates are transferred to the arranging and spacing machine. The arranging machine uses chain transmission to arrange the anode plates one by one at a specified spacing. By controlling the chain step through the motor rotation angle, accurate and reliable plate spacing is ensured. Look forward to your inquiry. Professional jobs for you.